Well, hello and welcome to our latest video. I've not done a video for a while. Now, there are, let's be honest, there's a few reasons for that. Creative juices drying up, other juices drying up. No, don't go there, Julian. No, actually there are a few reasons which I won't bore you with at the moment, but maybe one day, you know, in darker or lighter times, I will reveal all. Anyway, I'm wearing a hat, and I'm wearing, because I like it, the Kangol berry. Would you call it a berry? It's kind of a berry. Anyway, it's a Samuel L. Jackson Kangol hat, and I'm doing an unboxing. It's nearly Christmas here in the United States of Kingdom. It is cold, 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 bloody cold. I'm in the garage. I'm freezing me bits off, but all for your delectation because you want an unboxing. And here is the packaging. Now, there is a story behind this. One of the reasons why I haven't made a video for a while is because I ordered this particular item so I could do the unbox. It didn't get delivered. Now, why did it not get delivered? Well, it went to a company called Every. You ever heard of Every? It's short for every day, because every day you wait for your fucking delivery and it doesn't turn up. Anyway, eventually it came. A little bit later than expected, which is one of the reasons for the delay in the video. Not the only reason, but one of the reasons. So here it is. It is from Uniqlo. Do you know Uniqlo? I quite like Uniqlo actually. There's some writing here which says, well, it's covered with a kind of sticky bit. So what I can read is "Prove the future?" ? At Uniqlo, we recycle your used garments through programs. Not sure what that means. Take our recycled down initiative. Take our recycled down initiative. We collect down garments from, transform them into new products. Does that give you a clue as to what this thing is? I mean, just bought it. Why do they ask me to return it and recycle it? Do they think I won't want it? Anyway, undo the packaging. Plastic packaging. I wonder, do they recycle the packaging? I mean, if I go into the Uniqlo store, there's a big Uniqlo store in Regent Street in London. If I went in there with a whole load of, like, you know, torn up packaging like this, right, and I said, can I recycle this? And they'd say, you can't put that here, mate. And I said, well, I thought you recycled something. They said, well, we recycle old clothes, right, and then give them to people in the third world who actually made them in the first place, which is a kind of circular bit of reasoning. But we don't want your packaging. Well, what am I supposed to do with this packaging then? Well, they said, that's not our problem, mate. I said, well, it is your problem. You can bloody pack this packaging up. Anyway, that's where my recycling bin is located. So, what do we got here? Right. It says Ultra Light Down. Does that give you a clue? Here is more plastic, which I suppose I might take back to Uniqlo so they can chuck it back in my face. And inside, there you are. Well, it's a jacket. It's a down jacket. End of the video. What did you want? Now, there were 3 versions of this jacket available, right? There was the down jacket. This was kind of sponsored by Status Quo, and you know, you could sort of put your thumbs. What I was doing there? You put your thumbs into your belt loops. And if you're a child of the 70s or 80s or something like that, you would dance around and you'd shake your hair like that. So it's a Status Quo down jacket. And because Status Quo played outside in stadiums, you wore this jacket. It was a down jacket. It was really... I didn't want that. Big fan, Joan Armour Trading, right? And Joan Armour Trading sponsored a jacket which was called Down to Zero, which I thought was quite clever because it was kind of named after one of her songs, but it was also a pun because the idea was that you could wear it in temperatures that were down to zero. Do you see that? I mean, Joan Armour Trading, she made shed loads of money out of that down jacket, but I didn't want that. I didn't want Joan Armour Trading's jacket. What I wanted was the Jam. Do you remember the Jam? Some of you may not be old enough to remember the Jam. Jam, great punk band, fronted by a man of a very similar vintage to myself, I remember Paul Weller. And the Jam had a brilliant single, which you may know where I'm going with this, which is Down in the Tube Station at Midnight. So the idea behind them sponsoring this particular jacket is, like, you go out to I don't know, a show or something. You go and see Cabaret or something in London, which is supposed to be very good, which I like to get tickets for. But you go and see Cabaret in London, right? And you get home because it's quite late. And you don't get home, but it's quite late. You finish there. You go down to the tube station at midnight, okay? And it's shut. But it's cold. So you're down to the tube station, Jam sponsored jacket, and you're nice and warm. So there you are. That's the one I chose. So let's see what we can see here. First of all, it's kind of dark blue for the 2/3, 3/4 of the distance, and then it's kind of black at the top. And when I saw it in the shop, I quite like this colourway. So then it's got a zip, which is always useful, I find, on a jacket. You see that? And inside it's all blue, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? And is there a pocket? I always like to have an inside pocket. There isn't one here, but I always like to have an inside pocket because I'm always worried about getting mugged. So I put my valuables in my inside pocket, where of course a mugger would never look. And then I'll be safe. So this doesn't have an inside pocket. Does it have? Hang on a minute. It does have an inside pocket. Look at that. It has an inside pocket. I thought actually that the thing about this jacket was it rolled up into a sort of pouch, but I can't see the pouch. Hang on a minute, bear with. There is a hand pocket at the side, you see that? And there's a hand pocket at this side. Yes, there's a hand pocket in this side. And let's see just what the label says, if I can read it. Ultra Light Down, it says, our Ultra Light Down is made from extra fine nylon with a 2-layer construction for an exceptionally lightweight feel. The premium down offers excellent insulation for warmth, while the durable water-repellent coating and packable design provide everyday versatility and comfort. So a packable design, but not a pack to pack it into to depackage it. Now, let us talk ducks. Down, as you know, is another word for the kind of feathery-like substance that a duck wears to keep it warm. So the boffins, and incidentally, a friend of mine said that boffin comes from back office intelligence. Did you know that? I didn't know that. So anyway, the boffins, and this was back, I mean, the Romans knew about this. So back in Roman times, people find, you see those ducks over there? And the guy would say, what, you mean the Roman ducks? And he said, yeah, the Roman ducks. He said, they've got these kind of feathers, you know. So where are you going with it? And he said, well, they seem quite warm. So what I thought, why don't we take the feathers off, right? And then we'll make a coat out of the duck, right? And we sew 40 ducks together and we'll be warm. And I mean, they tried this for a few hundred years, and then somebody came along and said, look, you know, maybe going out on a limb here, but why don't you leave the duck bit, right? I mean, you could eat that. You get an orange or something, you eat the duck, and just take the feathers, right, and the down, and kind of put all of them in a bag, and then put the bag around you, and you'll be nice and warm. And that is how, incidentally, the Romans conquered most of the known world and a large part of the unknown world. Although they didn't know it was unknown at that time. It was known after they'd conquered it. Anyway. So now what happens, you know, the civilization has moved on. And there is a job, actually, which I saw advertised in The Guardian, which is one of these Brexit dividend jobs, right? And it's called a pleasant duck plucker, right? Pleasant duck plucker. And what you do is you go to Norfolk, because there's a lot of ducks in Norfolk, not many people, but quite a few ducks. So you go to Norfolk, right? And you kind of work in these big sheds, and you duck pluck all day, right? Duck pluck all day. So I thought, right? Why couldn't I invent a genetically modified duck? Okay, so you've got like a conveyor belt, right? You've got like a conveyor belt, and the duck walks. You put the duck on the conveyor belt, so the duck walks along, duck, 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 right? And as it goes, the feathers and the down fall off, right? And they fall into, you know, a jacket like this. So it comes off the conveyor belt. The duck is bald, but the jacket is done, or down. The duck is the jacket It's full of down and it's done. So I thought I could do that job. I could do that job. Decent job. Now, all right, you're thinking, when you're in your garage, Julian, I mean, surely the whole point of an ultralight down jacket is it keeps you warm. Well, let me tell you, first of all, it is bloody cold in the garage. But just to prove this to you, I was actually talking to a friend of mine, and I said, "Oh, I've ordered this down jacket, right, from Uniqlo," and they said, "Oh, I had one. It was rubbish. Couldn't keep me warm at all." And I thought, well, you know, thanks. You could have told me that before I bought the epoxy thing. And it's toasty. It's toasty. It's really warm. Actually, it's hard to tell, isn't it? I think you want me, right, to go out into the garden. This jacket, by the way, this Uniqlo, not this particular one, obviously, but this style of jacket, was actually modelled by Warren Oates. If you remember Captain Warren Oates, great actor during Scott's trip to the Antarctic. And it was a cold night, and Warren Oates needed to go out for a wee. And Scott said, "Put your jacket on, mate." And he said, "No, I'll be all right." Anyway, poor old Captain Oates never made it. So Scott took his jacket, and unfortunately it didn't keep him warm enough, so it didn't quite work. So I'm going to go out into the garden like Captain Warren Oates did. I'm going to bring you with me, so you're going to see this. And I'm going to wander around. I'm perhaps going to gamble a little bit in the snow and just see if the jacket keeps you warm. Actually, I'm very warm now. I'm going to take that bloody thing off. Too warm. It's quite nice though. Ah, look, I found it. It's attached. Look at that. Now, according to the literature that you get with the jacket, right, you can get one jacket or 19 ducks into this bag. So, anyway, enough of that rambling. Let me go out into the garden, take you with me, and we'll see what it's like in the cold air. So, come with me. Well, you coming or what? You're just going to stay there and look at the back of my garage? There's no point doing that. You're going to come out in the garden. Come on. Well, here I am. I'm out in the garden. You can see there is snow, frozen snow around. It is, at a rough guess, about -19 degrees here in the garden in West Wickham, United States of Kingdom. And it is actually, I'm really quite warm. Arms are warm, body is warm. Legs aren't warm because I'm not wearing the down jacket on my legs, so that's a bit of a problem. Arse isn't warm because I'm not wearing the down jacket on my arse. And this is one of the things that I sometimes, actually, does that make a noise when I do that? One of the things I wonder, you know, when you buy like a really warm jacket, which is what this is supposed to be, the upper half of your body is warm, but the rest of you is freezing. I mean, what's the point of that? Why don't they make a down jacket that covers the whole of your body? What, you know, perhaps I could invent one of those. So I think it's all right. I think it's all right. Do you want me to move around like this? I probably shouldn't move around. I can do that for a bit of dancing on the step, dancing up and down. I probably shouldn't do. I can do some exercises. Yeah, I haven't done that for a while. Limbering up now. Limbering up. Do you want to see the back? You see the back? Do you want to see the side? See the arm? It's got kind of. Let me get a bit closer. A bit sort of elasticated here, so keeps your wrists nice and warm. Two side pockets here, one on either side, as you'd expect. Not the inside pocket, which I've already mentioned. I don't think you can see my head. Is that an advantage? Probably is. So, the ultralight, is it ultralight? Yeah, ultralight down jacket, assuming I keep it, in which case I'll take this label off, obviously, but I'm just leaving the label on for now, in case I decide that I don't like it after all. But I think for the kind of the 66-year-old man about town, which of course I am, the combination of the Samuel L. Jackson Kangol hat, the down jacket, not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. Any walks going in local attractions, as they say, local parks, then I'd go for a walk, wear this jacket, see what it's like, and it was 69 quid. Now, I will say you can get a similar, maybe not quite the same, but a similar jacket in Rafa for, I think, 250 quid. You can get one from Patagonia, which Katie Kookaburra had, which I think is 300 quid. You can get one from Prada, which is £497,000. But comes with a little kind of gold label on it to make up for the value. Would I recommend it? Well, so far, yes, it doesn't have a hood, by the way, it doesn't have a hood. You can get a version with a hood, but I don't often wear hoods, so I didn't get the hood. I normally wear like a quite a nice beanie hat. Incidentally, and this video is rambling a bit, but Uniqlo, and this is like a puff for Uniqlo, do a really nice cashmere beanie, of which I bought 3 for my daughter because she lost the first 2, and bought 2 for my son because he lost the first one. But they are really nice. So if you're looking for a little stocking filler, as it were, for Christmas for your loved one or unloved one even, but a cold loved one or an uncold or cold unloved one, I can highly recommend the cashmere beanie from Uniqlo, available in a range of colours, for I think about 24 quid, but I may have been mistaken about that. That may have been a discounted price. So if Uniqlo want to send me any money for that free advert, they're welcome to do so. Otherwise, I bought this jacket with my own money. And, oh yeah, I have got some other ideas for videos, so please don't desert my channel. Welcome back, all of those of you who've been away. I know you haven't been away, I've been away, but welcome back. Thanks for watching. See you next time.